सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्. We are in chapter 18, the concluding chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and we have completed up to 60th sloka in the previous class. Today we will take up the 61st sloka. So far now, Paramatma is talking about Karma Yoga in the aspect of Saranagati. So 61st sloka, let us chant. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hruddesarjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudhani mayaya. O Arjuna, so, Arjuna, like Yantra Rudhani, like the key dolls, or like the mechanized setup, Yantra Rudhani. So, all these jivas are guided by some divine power. Sarva Bhutani Iswaraha Mayaya. All living beings are under the control of Ishvara. Brahmayan, so they'll be doing their duties by being guided, being propelled by Bhagavan, Ishvara. Brahmayan means they think as though they are doing, but Paramatma is making them do all these things. Sarva Bhutanam Hruddese Tishtati. He is very much residing in the heart cave and he does all these things. Hey Arjuna, Yantra Arudhani Sarva Bhutani Mayaya Brahmayan Iswaraha Sarva Bhutanam Hruddese Tishtati. Hey Arjuna, just as the robots are working, just as the key dolls they function, in the same way Parameswara with his Maya, he will make everybody does their work depending on their karma. He deludes them as though they are doing karma. So he is residing in the heart cave of every living being and he does all this. Tyagena eva chitta suddhi, tyagena eva mokshaha. So, whatever be the spiritual growth, sadhaka, by doing service to the society, he can uplift himself. So, it may be any profession you take. If he is having that altruistic mind, if he is having that seva tatparata, he can definitely grow. His mind will be purified. So, Moksha, the ultimate liberation, comes only through tyagam and by doing service. So, doing service means following karma yoga. So, karma must be converted into yogam. That means karma must be performed in karma yoga style. So, Paramatma is explaining this karma yoga method. So these two slokas, they are going to explain Karma Yoga. Karma must be taken up with Isvara Arpana Bhavana. Whatever be the profession, whatever be the work you take up, so you should imagine that work as a flower you are going to offer unto God. So the entire profession you have to dedicate it unto God. So sadhaka must understand two things. One is he must possess Shraddha and he must have smile in every aspect of the work. He should not brood. So whatever the work the sadhaka takes up, he is dedicating it unto God. He is not brooding or he is not dodging. He is taking up the work with utmost Shraddha. Earlier, he was doing only for the sake of money, Money alone will not give you everything. So you should not work for money alone. You should work in spite of money. Work is worship. This motto is very important in Karma Yoga. So if you have to dedicate it unto God, what you have to do? You have to go to temple. But I don't have even a photo of God in my office. How can I dedicate it unto God? This may be the doubt. So Bhagavan is saying you don't escape like that. Bhagavan is not only in Kailasa, not only in Vaikuntha, not only in Badari or Rameswaram. He is very much residing in your very heart. So wherever you go, he is very much there. So you can always dedicate the work unto God. He is very much witnessing all your work as a witnessing consciousness. So Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. So he is very much in the heart cave. The same thing here. He is saying Isvara Sarva Bhutanam Hruddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. He is very much residing in the heart cave of all living beings. Deho Devalaya Proktaha Jivo Devas Sanatana. The very body itself is a temple. So you can dedicate your work unto God, who is residing in your own heart cave. So if you think that God is very much there in your heart cave, if you realize, then your heart will get cleansed, because you will be aware of that fact and you will not take up any bad thing. Whatever the work you take it up, you do it with utmost concentration, with utmost commitment, with utmost sincerity and divinity. So if you take a newly purchased ornament, it will be shining like anything. Whereas if it is an ornament in the, an ornament which you use it in day in and day out, that will not shine so much, because, it will have so much of impurities. So in your heart, how he is, so you should, keep it very much like an ornament which is purchased from the shop. That means you have to feel that Ishvara is very much there and he is witnessing all these things, and therefore you have to do all your work feeling that God is witnessing. Sarva Bhutani Brahmayan. He is lending Chaitanya to all living beings. So he is making all living beings a Chaitanya Purusha, Chaitanyavantam. So without Bhagavan, all the bodies are, insentient. They cannot afford to have the sentiency. That is not the natural quality of the body. So body is Jadam. The Indriyas are Jadam, mind is Jadam, everything is Jadam, because they are made up of Pancha Bhutas. But they are very much sentient, because they borrow this Chaitanyam from somewhere else. That is from the very Ishvara. So he is being there, residing in the heart. He is lending the consciousness, and he is making the insentient body sentient. Srotrasya srotram, manaso manoyat, vachoha vacham, savu pranasya pranaha. So he is like an eye of eye, ear of ear. So he is very much in the ear and making the ear to function as ear. Yantra Rudani Mayaya. So we have to understand these dolls, which are having battery and all that. They talk, and we call them as walkie-talkie dolls. Some, they work on key. So like that, these robots also can take the example. Like robots are doing their duties, which are programmed. In the same way, Paramatma programmed our life, and he is making us do all these things. Nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. So, Bhagavan says, all is my work. I am doing all this. You are only just instrumental. So, this is what we have seen earlier. So, Bhagavan lends the Chaitanya. So, he will not decide what type of karma a sadhaka must do. The free will plays a vital role in this. For example, in a car, this fuel is a very important aspect. Without fuel, car cannot run. But fuel cannot decide which path the car must travel. So a driver must use his intelligence and drive the car to the direction of the destination. In the same way, there is also a free will which makes a person do a right thing in the right way. Mayaya, with Maya Shakti, with the help of Maya Shakti, I have given this Chaitanyam to all these Jada Sariras. So we'll see 62nd sloka. Tameva saradam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tatprasad param shantim sthanam prapyasi saswatam. Bharata, O Arjuna, sarvabhavena, in all ways, in all different ways, tam eva saranam gaccha. So you have to take refuge unto God. You have to surrender unto God. Tat prasadat, by His very grace, param shantim, you will get paramashanti, saswatam sthanam. You get the permanent paramapadam, prapsasi. You will achieve the shanti by this. He Bharata, tvam tam eva sarvabhavena saranam gaccha. Tad prasadat param shantim saswatam sthanam prapsasi. O Arjuna, in all different ways you have to surrender unto God. By His very grace only you will get the ultimate peace, happiness and security. Moksham you will get. So Paramatma assured that He is very much residing in the heart cave of all living beings. So in order to achieve the highest goal in spiritual life, you have to do your karma in the Karma Yoga style. Tameva saranam gaccha. You have to surrender unto Bhagavan. Sarva bhavena, with all shraddha and bhakti. So if you surrender all your work unto God, in mundane things there may be success or failure. It all depends on so many factors. But when you surrender, whether you are successful in mundane activities or not, but definitely you will be successful in spiritual life. Nehabhi kramanasos pratyavayo na vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. So in all different ways, with shraddha and bhakti, you dedicate your work unto God. Tat prasadat, by His very grace, you get the spiritual growth. So this is what Paramatma is promising. Tat prasadat means by His very grace. So once you purchase ticket and sit in the train, the entire responsibility is on the that driver. So which station it should go, how many minutes it should stop in a particular station, all those parameters are not under your control. They are not your botheration. Driver who drives the train will take you to the destination. With that assurance, you take the ticket and sit peacefully in the train. You will not worry whether I will reach the destination or not. In the same way, when you put your responsibility, when you put your total responsibility on God, you need not worry, because God alone is there who can take you to your destination. stasvatam sthanam prapyasi. So you will get moksha, the ultimate target. So how do you know whether you have reached the ultimate goal or not? Will there be any change in my body? Param shantim prapyasi. So if you get moksha, you will get the absolute peace, happiness and security. That very tranquil state of mind tells you that you are Jivan Mukta. So you should you should not forget in all these descriptions, the Karma Yoga will not directly give you moksha. Karma Yoga will give you Chitta Suddhi. Chitta Suddhi will lead you to Guru Prapti. Guru Prapti will lead you to Sravana Prapti. Sravana Prapti will lead you to Jnana Prapti. Jnana Prapti will lead you to Moksha Prapti. So all these stations you have to pass one after the other. So then last station is moksha. Pin your responsibility unto God. He will take you through all the stages one by one, very responsibly, with a responsibility, because you have totally surrendered yourself unto God. So with this, the Karma Yoga part of 18th chapter is over. It started with 56th sloka and ended with 62 sloka. So this is all about it. And in 18th chapter, Paramatma is giving the essence of entire Bhagavad Gita. So if you look at this entire Gita, there are two sadhanas Paramatma emphasized. One is Karma Yogam, the other is Jnana Yogam. Karma Yogam will give you Jnana Yogyata Prapti. Jnana Yogam will give you Jnana Prapti. Thereafter, you get Moksha. This is the fundamental teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Out of these two sadhanas, going to pilgrimage like Kedarnath, Kasi, Rameshwaram and all that, pranayamam and social service, doing bhajan, yajnam and yagam, all these things, they come under Karma Yoga. For Jnanam, if you want to acquire, you have to necessarily go to a guru. So this is what we have. Lokesmin vivida nishta pura prokta mayanagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. So there are two ways. One is called Karma Yogam, other is called Jnana Yogam. So in the 12th chapter, we have seen the entire Bhakti Yogam is condensed into 5 steps. Here we can see in 3 steps. Karma Yogam plus Upasana Yogam plus Jnana Yogam. That is what we call Bhakti Yogam. Bhakti Yogam is mentioned 3 times here in this chapter. 1 to 12, 41st to 49, 56 to 62. Then Jnana Yogam is dealt in 13 to 17, 50 to 55. So once again, Paramatma is giving all the gamut of Bhagavad Gita, these two things, Karma Yogam and Jnana Yogam, in one single sloka. Iti te jnanamakhyatam guhya guhyataram maya vimrusaitadaseshena yedechasi tada kuru. Iti, in this way, guhyat guhyataram, very sacred and very secretive jnanam, which is not meant for public at large. Maya te akhyatam. So it was clearly explained to you by me. Etat aseshena vimrusya yadha ichchasi tadakuru. Now you are exposed to the Jnana Yoga and also Karma Yoga. Now it is up to you. So you can use your discretion and follow whatever you want. Iti guhyat guhyataram jnanam bayate akyatam. Etat aseshena vimrusya yadha ichchasi tadakuru. So hereafter I have given you the most precious and secret knowledge. So very elaborately I have explained you. Now you analyze yourself and take up whatever you feel like taking up. So, Paramatma mentioned about Karma Yogam and Jnana Yogam. So, not only one times, three times, and two times like that. So, Arjuna has a capacity to understand the teaching. So, in the 63rd sloka up to 66th sloka, Paramatma is concluding his teaching. Jnanam itite akyatam. I have started from 11th sloka of 2nd chapter and went up to 62nd sloka of 18th chapter. So, I gave you the Gita essence in 18th chapter. So, if you don't take this entire teaching lightly, this is the general behavior. This is the general attitude of human being. If anything you get without money, free of cost, you feel it is of no use. So, people will take it very lightly. Here, immediately when Arjuna asked, though the ambience is not suitable for teaching because it is a war field, Paramatma taught this elaborately. Now Arjuna should not take it lightly. He should know the value of it. So that is why Paramatma is emphasizing the value and the preciousness and the rarity of this knowledge. He said, Guhyat Guhyataram Jnanam. So whatever I taught you is most secret knowledge, and it is very precious and rare and very important knowledge. So in Mantra Shastra, the Gurus will not teach certain mantras. There are certain secret knowledges. So among them, this Atma Jnanam is one. You are now exposed to the entire Shastra. Tadekam vadanischitya yena sreyaha aham apnuyam. Whether I have to take up war or not, please clearly you tell me. So in the 18th chapter, Paramatma ultimately concluding, I will not tell you what you have to do. You are an intellectual person. You can think. You can think in an intelligent way. You can analyze things. Now I have placed the facts before you, so you can think whatever is good for you. You think and then do it. It is not that you should not be driven by my idea. So Paramatma is saying that whatever the decision you take, you have to bind to that. Paramatma said, Etat aseshena vimrusya. So whatever I told you without leaving a stone unturned, so you have understood the entire gamut of Jnana Yogam and also Karma Yogam. Now you have to think, Yada ichchasi tada kuru. So whatever you feel relevant, proper and right, you can take it up. So this is what that liberty Paramatma is giving to Arjuna. He is not forcing Arjuna to take up only thing he wished to do. He is not dictating Arjuna to do in the way he wants. So here Arjuna can exercise his own free will. That is what we have to understand from this. So we will see now 64th sloka. Sarva guhyatamam bhuyaha srunume paramam vachaha ishtosi me duramiti tato vakshyami te hitam. Sarva guhyatamam. So it is the most secret knowledge, parama guhyam. Me paramam. So this is my words. Bhuyaha again. Sruno. Me dhudam. My form and ultimate knowledge. Ishtaha. See, because I'm telling this you on and often because I like you so much. Tataha iti hitam te vakshyami. Whatever is good for you, whatever is the best option for you, I have given. Sarvaguhya tamam paramam vachaha me bhuyaha srunu. So, whatever I told you, which is good for you, you can hear it again. And why I'm doing all this? Because you are dear to me. So, I told you whatever is good for you. So, may you take up these words of mine and then take up your next course of action. So, in the previous sloka, Arjuna was given free will. So, he can use his liberty to use his free will and then he can act. But then there is a possibility that Arjuna may misuse the free will. So, Paramatma is again advising. So, you can take up whatever you want. But because I like you, because I am very much fascinated by your compassion and bhakti, so I have given you what is good and what is bad. So may you take up the war and establish dharma. Bhuyaha. Again, I am telling you, Sarvaguhya tamam bhuyaha srunu. So you understand the most secret, precious and rare knowledge. Me paramam vachaha, my words, which are very, very rare and which are very precious and worth following. So why Paramatma is telling on and off in the same thing? So that Arjuna will not take wrong decision. He said, you can take your decision. If he has left Arjuna that way, then if he is having that delusion, some corner of his mind, he will run away from the war. So, Paramatma is emphasizing that free will you can take up, no issue, but you analyze before you exercise your free. Before you exercise free will, you analyze and come to a right decision. This is what Paramatma is saying. Why he is telling all this? Ishtosi drudam tato vakshyami te hitam. Because you are fond of me and I am fond of you. You are my priyasaka. Drudam. So, because you are so intimate and beloved to me, tato vakshyami te hitam. Therefore, I have given you this wonderful knowledge. May you listen to this carefully and take up the action. So this is what Paramatma is saying. So in this chapter up to 64, Paramatma gave Bhagavad Gita in a very condensed manner. In a simple way, he advocated two yogas, Karma Yogam and Jnana Yogam. Then you may wonder, you are saying Karma Yogam always, and there is no word like Upasana Yogam. Upasana Yogam is a part of Karma Yogam. Karma Yogam is not, Upasana Yogam is not away from Karma Yogam. Upasana Yogam is also Karma Yogam. It is Karma Yogam which is taken up mentally. So that is what Upasana Yogam. So he concluded his teaching, but then he is once again giving the concluding sloka in 65. Bhuyaha sarvaguhya tamam bhuyaha srunu. So again, may you listen to me. Ultimately, the most important sloka, the very, very precious and useful sloka. Me paramam vachaha, my very important words, which are rare and precious and valuable, and such words may you listen to. This is what he advocated Arjuna. Then why Paramatma is repeating this again and again? So he wants Arjuna to take the right decision. He doesn't want to go wrong. So he is having some doubt, having got exposed to the entire Shastra. This Arjuna's delusion may be so strong that he may take up a wrong step. That's why he is telling this again and again. Even if parents give freedom to children, but parents, they have some kind of doubt that the children may take up a wrong decision. So they inform them, they caution them again and again in such a way that they will not take up the wrong step. Ishtosi drudam tato vachami te hitam. Ishtosi means you are very dear to me and you have surrendered unto me. Drudam means not only you are dear to me, you are the most important person to me. Tato vachami te hitam. So you can vachami means I will tell again, may you hear. So whatever be the decision you take, Bhagavan will not be affected. Bhagavan has given swecha. Bhagavan has given freedom. But that freedom should not be misused. So if you use freedom recklessly and misuse the freedom, then you have to face the consequences. So in this sloka 64, Paramatma once again in a single sloka is talking about the sadhanas, karma yogam and jnana yogam, because these two are very, very important. The karma yoga he taught 3 times in this very chapter, jnana yoga 2 times in a condensed manner. Then he is concluding, whatever I could advise, I did. Now it is your turn to take the decision. So I can only guide you. I cannot take decisions on behalf of you. But then Paramatma is giving again 2 more slokas which can guide him properly. So 65th sloka we'll see. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Manmana, so you resolve unto me relentlessly. Mad bhaktaha bhava, so have utmost bhakti unto me. Madhyaji means to worship me. Bhava, Madhyaji bhava, Manmana bhava, Madbhakta bhava. Mam namaskuru, you offer your namaskaras unto me. Evam, in this way, Mam eva yeshyasi, you will get me, you will become one with me. Satyam pratijane means I am promising you. Yataha, why? Because me priyaha asi, you are the most dearest person to me. Mat mana, mat bhaktaha, mat yaji cha bhava. Mam namaskuru, evam krutva tvam mam eva yeshyasi. Iti te satyam pratijane. Yataha tvam me priyaha asi. So you have your mind resolved unto me. Then you have bhakti unto me. So you do puja unto me. You do namaskara unto me. By doing all this, you become one with me. I am assuring you. I am giving promise unto you. So why I am doing all this? Because you are the dearest person to me. This is what Paramatma is saying. This is what we call Charama Sloka. Karma Yogam he is giving in a very brief and condensed manner. This is essence of essence. So the Karma Yoga Yakasloki Slokam we can call it. The entire Karma Yoga in a single sloka he has presented here. So Karma Yoga means it is God-driven karma. It is God-linked karma. And the main aspect is you pin divinity into karma. This is the lifestyle you adopt. So in this lifestyle, God is the ultimate. God is the important factor. So you take up the work which is beneficial to the society at large. Then Jnana Yoga means the primary factor or the important aspect is Jnanam. That is the lifestyle we take up there. The lifestyle where Jnanam is very important. That is called Jnana Yoga. You have to internalize the Jnana. Paramatma talked about Karma Yogam in a very brief way. So he is saying that you have to do prarthana, you have to do prayer every day. So how long and how many times you do depends on your free time and your attitude and your facility. Some may say that I will not do every day. I will not do in the morning. I will do in the evening. I will do it only once. That too before sunrise. So you can do it, but do it regularly without any break. So this is what we have to understand. So you can get up early in the morning and spend some time for prayer of God. So this is a very important thing. You can take up some nama, or you can take up meditation, and you can take up some slokas, chanting slokas, and do it regularly in regular intervals, day by day. Every day you have to take up. Then Swadhyayam. Swadhyayam means this second sadhana he did not emphasize. In that too, studying Bhagavad Gita, that is called Swadhyayam. But this is one among the Pancha Mahayajnas. This yajna is called Brahma Yajnam. So the Swadhyayam is we have to study and understand Upanishads. But Bhagavad Gita being the essence of Upanishads, if you study Bhagavad Gita, that itself will give you a lot of knowledge. So you can understand Bhagavad Gita as very important guidelines. You can understand Bhagavad Gita is not only a chanting book, but it has got a lot of values. It can give you value system. It can act as a teaching manual for your spiritual life. So, Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram, Geyam Sripati Rupa Majasram. That's what in Bhagavad Gita, Shankara Bhagavad Pada advised. So, Bhagavad Gita, everyone must take it up and study and analyze Bhagavad Gita so that he can know his reality. So, first one is Daiva Prarthana. Second one is studying Bhagavad Gita. Then Ishtadevata. Whoever it may be, you have some Ishtadevata. The Ishtadevata you can take up and then you pray unto him. But as you study this, there will be a change in your attitude. So earlier you have understood that your Ishtadevata and you are different, and you are doing that with a devotion, that Dvaita Paddhati. Vanamali Gadi Sangi Sinki Chakri Chanandaki Sriman Narayano Vishnu Vasudevo Virakshatu. Like that, you have got a kind of feeling that Bhagavan is in some place and he is going to help you in your mundane affairs. Then slowly, as you understand that Dvaita Bhakti will become Visishta Dvaita Bhakti. You understand that Bhagavan is all over the universe. There is not even an iota in this world where Bhagavan is not. So, you have raised yourself to Visishta Dvaita Bhakti, and you should not stop there. Bhagavan's real nature is not having any name, any form. He is not located in one particular place. So, this is what you have to understand. That Nirakara Nirguna Parabrahma you have to understand. So, in the earlier stage, when you have raised from Dvaita Bhakti to Visishta Dvaita Bhakti, in Dvaita Bhakti, Bhagavan is sadhana. And sadhyam is the worldly things, mundane things. In Visishta Dvaitam, Bhagavan is the very sadhyam. And from there, you have to further transcend. Bhagavan is neither sadhyam nor sadhana. Bhagavan is a tattvam. And that very tattvam, Chaitanya tattvam, is your reality. So this is what you have to understand. So you should become a mumukshu. You should have that moksha ichcha. So what you have to know? The moksham. You should know what is called moksham by different teachings of Guru, like Upanishads or Bhagavad Gita. You can analyze the reality of God and the reality of your own self and understand that Jiva is equal to Ishvara in the ultimate sense. So earlier this moksham was in the bottommost lakshyas, bottommost targets. You are having some 7,847 lakshyas, and this is the last lakshya. Now, as you perform this again and again, it has come as the first and foremost lakshyam, and this is the ultimate lakshyam. And without this, you will not go to the second lakshya. So this you must know. So in this very chapter, this sloka 65 talks about karma yoga, and this sloka is already given in the 9th chapter at the fag end of the chapter. Manmanabhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaevam atmanam matparayana. So in the 9th chapter, it is mentioned that how a bhakta's life must be taken up. How a bhakta must take up his life. So, a bhakta can grow spiritually in 5 different stages. So, all those stages we are bringing them again. So, in this sloka, matparayanaha is the word given here. So, that we took up in 2 stages. So, a bhakta's lifestyle, how it should be. So, this sloka explains wonderfully. So, very beautiful sloka. How a bhakta must behave, what should be his lifestyle, what should be his goal. All these are mentioned here in this very particular sloka. So in this sloka, we have 5 different aspects for the growth of bhakta. So to understand this, we have to understand these 5 aspects carefully. The first one is mad bhaktaha bhava. So you keep your pin on me, take me as your Ishtadaiva, and have bhakti on me. Then this becomes a sadhana bhakti. So bhakti has got 4 different stages, as we have already studied in the earlier classes. Artha bhakti, ardharthi bhakti, jijnasa bhakti, jnani bhakti. The first 2, that means Artha Bhakti and Ardharthi Bhakti, in that we keep Bhagavan as sadhana. We have all mundane things as sadhya. So to achieve the mundane things, we take Bhagavan as a mediator. Bhagavan as a person who can help you in getting the worldly things. So he will be always asking the worldly things. Dhanam, dhanyam, pasum, bahuputra labham, sata samvatsaram. So like that he keeps on asking umpteen wishes. Doesn't matter. Bhagavan will not feel bad, because that is a very rudimentary stage. That's how everybody comes into the fold of God. So he will continue like that. Then mattarayanaha. So you have to keep Bhagavan as the ultimate goal. Then from sadhana bhakti you have to transcend to sadhyam bhakti. So this is the second stage. So in this stage you are not looking at Bhagavan as sadhana, but as sadhyam. So this is what you have to understand. He is the one who can give you peace, happiness and security. He is the one who can give you absolute happiness, absolute peace, absolute security. So if you are having some lottery and all that, if you have some kind of achievement, but that happiness is not eternal. It will be there for some time and then vanish in the thin air. So here we have to understand the happiness you get out of this is permanent. Manmana bhava. So keep me as your lakshyam. You have to transform yourself to mumukshu bhakti. As a gruhastha, you may be taking up worldly things, but you have to have the ultimate bhakti towards God. So whether you construct a house or you're bringing up children, then you're taking up some responsibility. Whatever you're doing, whatever means whatever, you should always be in the thought of God. Manmana bhava. That means in the subconscious mind, you should always think of me. So the musical expert, whether even though he is in total ecstasy, but he will be listening to the tambura shruti, so that he will not go wrong. In the same way that mukshu bhakti, he will not go out of gamyam. He is always travel in the direction of his destiny. Madhyaji bhava. So may you dedicate your work unto me. So you have to dedicate all the work unto me. Mam namaskuru. May you surrender unto me and seek my blessings. This Ishvara, by his grace, we can pass through all the 4 stages. Very naturally, you will grow spiritually. So whenever you are in the... So from the sadhana bhakti stage, you have to transcend to mumukshu bhakti stage. Bhagavan is the ultimate goal for you. Then madhyaji bhava, you dedicate all your work unto me. This is called nishkama bhakti. Yat karoshi, yadasnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yat. Whatever be the work you are doing, whatever you eat, whatever you donate, you dedicate it unto me. By doing that, you grow spiritually. So whatever the food offered to you, don't just gobble it up. You have to think of God. Then it becomes yajna. That food becomes divine. So with Ishvara Arpana Bhavana, you have to do your work. This is called Nishkama Bhakti. In a Karma Yoga style, you have to do your work. Mam Namaskuru. So you have to surrender unto me. So you have to seek the grace of God. So if you follow all the 4 steps, very naturally, you will grow spiritually. Sometimes when you grow spiritually, you get some kind of pride. So if the pride comes, then he will fall spiritually. So whatever be the success you have in your life, you should acknowledge Ishvara. By the grace of Ishvara, I got this. This you must pronounce in clear terms and understand in clear terms. You should digest this in clear terms. So not only that, in future also, if I succeed something, that will be only by the grace of Ishvara. So eternally I seek his grace. Mam Namaskuru. Mam Namaskuru means it is not simply offering namaskaras. It is surrendering unto Paramatma totally. So in the previous stage, Madhyaji means use your free will. Mam Namaskuru means seek Ishvara's grace. So we have seen that both are equally important. Free will is important, Ishvara's grace is also important. So what will decide our future? Is it free will or Ishvara's grace? So Bhagavan alone, he cleared our doubt. He said that free will and both Ishvara's grace are equally important. So now we will just conclude all the 5 steps in a very simple terms. Mad bhaktaha bhava. So have bhakti unto me. This is the sadhana bhakti. Mat parayanaha bhava. Keep me as your ultimate goal. This is called sadhyam bhakti. First one is sadhana bhakti, second one is sadhyam bhakti. Manmana bhava. Having kept me as your ultimate target, don't leave concentration. Don't leave your ekagrata. Then you should have that one-pointed concentration to achieve that ultimate goal. This is called mumukshu bhakti. Madhyaji bhava. So whatever be the work you are doing, you dedicate it unto me. This is called nishkama bhakti. Mam namaskuru. Offer your namaskaras unto me. You surrender unto me and seek my grace. So you have to seek Ishvara anugraham. This is a way of bhakti. So if you follow all the 5 steps, then you are sure to get moksha. So we will take up the 66th sloka, which is very, very important sloka in Bhagavad Gita in the next class. Om Tat Sat Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.